For the past 3 days, we've followed the progress of our 4 marathon challengers. Chosen from thousands of hopefuls, our girls have been training now for 6 months with varied success. Ali Christensen weighed 17 stone 13 pounds when she started this challenge. She threw herself into her training and lost 2 stone. She was making great progress until she injured her groin.
This makes running on the treadmill like a breeze.
She's having physiotherapy to heal it, but her last run was the 6-kilometre Santa race at Christmas.
Can't talk.
Shelley Preston struggled to keep up in that event, and when I asked her to run 8 miles in January, she hit the wall.
Knees really hurting?
Yes. To the point where I could scream. I've been advised to give up, and I thought I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to.
Her recurring knee injury left Shelley unable to complete her challenge, and sadly we said goodbye to her after 4 months. Kathy Pates and Jackie Nowdy have been progressing well and finished their 8-miler in 1 hour and 35 minutes. But Jax's pain in her knee turned into a more serious injury, and she ended up having a steroid injection to relieve the inflammation.
I'm just so scared in case they say you're not meant to be running, but I just want the pain to stop.
Kathy is the only challenger who is match fit. She's comfortably covering 12 miles in just over 2 hours. That's nearly a half marathon, and all the girls should be running that distance by now. With just 4 weeks to go, I have a final and very important hurdle for our 3 challengers to overcome. If the other 2 want to join Kathy on marathon day, they'll have to pass this test.
It's my life, it's now or never.
Okay, and that'll do nicely. Right, girls, come here. This weekend, we really needed to do a half marathon minimum to find out if you can even got a hope of getting round.
This 13-mile run will prove they're ready to take on 26.2 miles this Sunday.
And we've looked everywhere to find a half marathon this weekend, which really has been really difficult. We've tried everywhere to find one.
On this show, we don't do things by halves. So I've found the girls a run that will blow their minds. Come on, the smiling Buddha behind you is a big clue.
China.
Really?
China.
Seriously?
Seriously. Seriously. We will be running along the Great Wall. Now, well, it is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Oh my
And you're another 3.
One of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, the Great Wall of China was first built in the 5th century BC. It's the longest man-made structure in the world, stretching 4,000 miles east to west along the southern edge of Inner Mongolia.
my God, where is it? Yeah, right there.
Is that
That's it, over there.
You can see this from
I
space,
told you,
and
I-
Kathy can't see it from the bus.
This sounds like nervous laughter to me, and that's no surprise. Only by successfully running the Great Wall will I let our challengers run the London Marathon. This half marathon is all the things that make running hard. It's going to be my biggest challenge, and I have no idea how the girls will cope. So we've called in some professional help from a veteran wall runner who's done it himself 3 times.
I can't run it for you, but
Please.
I can give you some advice. Basically, a lot of places here you can't run unless you're extremely fit, because there's steps all the way up. Enjoy the view and spare your strength, because you're going to go downhill on the other side, and that's going to be really tough on your knees and your thighs.
I had no idea that it would be like this. It's the drive up to the
Up to this.
to
Yeah,
this
that was
bit. That's the scary bit, because it's the slopes like this.
Our challengers will run uphill for nearly 4 miles, then start their climb on thousands of uneven steps of the Great Wall itself. After another 4 miles, they start heading into the valley for the final 5 to the finish line, a total of 13 miles. But on this uneven course, it's going to feel more like 20. Having been suitably terrified by what's to come in less than 48 hours' time, the girls and I return to Beijing for a traditional Chinese banquet. We're guests at the Royal Restaurant, where waiting staff wear imperial dress and the chefs are as much artists and sculptors as they are cooks.
This is the dragon.
Isn't that gorgeous?
The menu is a world apart from what you would find in a Western Chinese restaurant. We tried some incredible dishes, from duck's tongues, camel's hoof, 27 different kinds of fish in a soup, and then something we really liked.
That's lovely.
Absolutely beautiful.
Prawn, mayonnaise and crispy bits.
So far, the girls' training has all been about physical effort, running on the treadmill or pounding the streets. On the eve of their half marathon, I thought it very appropriate for them to have a lesson in one of the oldest healing and fighting arts in the Far East. Mr. Lee has been practicing Tai Chi since he was 12. Now at 28, he is a Tai Chi master. Connecting the mind and the body, these exercises are coordinated with breathing techniques to encourage the body's energy flow.
Turn around, slowly.
Tai Chi is meant to enhance body awareness and balance. That should come in very handy on those precarious steps up the wall. Let's hope we're learning something. Now suitably centred and restored, we're exploring that other great Chinese tradition, bargain hunting.
You wanted a lantern, Ali? I know you wanted a lantern.
Yeah, it's in lantern heaven.
I'm in shopping heaven.
How much are these? How much?
I like all of them.
How are you going to get it home, though, Mum?
Does it fold back? Goes like this.
Jade.
Jade?
Pig. These ears, pig ears.
Big. I'm not sure who's getting rich on this transaction. I'm hoping the pig brings me luck.
Then it's back on the bus, leaving behind modern, affluent Beijing for a 3-hour journey deep into rural China. And the contrast is a shock when you see how hard life is for the people living here. It feels a bit like travelling back in time.
It's got a really old atmosphere here. And it's just phenomenal. I'm absolutely blown away by the whole thing. It's so high, I didn't realise how high it was going to be. And although I knew it went across mountains, I didn't actually envision them being big mountains.
It's going to be difficult now that I've seen part of it, but I really don't want to let anyone down. My kids are really kind of gunning for me and hoping that I do well, so I kind of don't want to let them down. But I'm happy. I'm really excited, and I don't know why I feel emotional, but I do.
I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to do it because the other two are much slimmer than me, much fitter, and I'm just scared that I'm going to let everybody down. Just to add insult to injury, I managed to fall down a gully and pull a couple of muscles.
Ali didn't make a fuss about the injury because she thought it was just a little stumble. But her leg has swollen, and I can't let her run on it until a doctor has given her the all clear. So tonight, it looks like just 2 of our challengers will be fit enough to take on the Great Wall.
It's my life, it's now.
Emotions are running high. Tomorrow, our girls face 13 miles of physical and psychological torture, and no one is going to help them get through it. They really are on their own.
It's my life.